Hello, everyone. Welcome to Wealthy Life, a channel for your personal growth, awakening, and financial wisdom. Have you ever asked yourself, why is life so hard, even when I'm trying my best? Why do we wake up early, work late, carry responsibilities like mountains, and yet still feel like it's not enough? Why does it seem that effort doesn't always equal reward? If you ever felt this way, you're not alone. Every person who strives, whether for family, for survival, for dreams, eventually whispers the same silent sentence: I'm tired. But let's pause for a moment. Why does this happen? And more importantly, how can we endure, heal, and find meaning while living this heavy but beautiful journey? Why life feels so heavy? The first reason is expectation. We don't suffer just from what life gives us. We suffer more from the weight of what we think it should be. We expect fairness. But life is not a courtroom. We expect smoothness, but growth is always carved through friction. The Chinese philosopher Zhuangzi once said, "A frog at the bottom of the well cannot imagine the ocean." Our perspective narrows when we're drowning in daily struggles, making the future feel smaller than it really is. The second reason is comparison. Social media shows us the highlight reels of others, but hides the backstage mess. You see your friend buying a house, your colleague traveling abroad, or someone your age already successful. You don't see their debts, fears, or sleepless nights. Comparison steals not only joy, but also the energy to keep going. Let's look at history. Abraham Lincoln failed in business, lost multiple elections, and suffered deep depression before becoming president. Imagine how heavy life felt to him in those years: humiliation, poverty, rejection. Yet he said, "I walk slowly, but I never walk backward." Or think of J.K. Rowling, the author of Harry Potter. She was rejected by 12 publishers, struggling as a single mother. Imagine if she'd said, "I'm tired, I give up." Millions of children, and even adults, would never have found magic in her books. Their lives remind us, sometimes being tired is not a signal to quit, but a quiet sign that you are still moving. Why rest is not weakness. We live in a culture that glorifies hustle, where resting feels like laziness. But ask yourself, can a tree bear fruit all year without seasons of rest? Even nature pauses. Winter exists for a reason. So if you feel tired, maybe you don't need more discipline. You need more compassion for yourself. Rest does not make you weaker. It gives strength to continue. Instead of asking, why is life so hard? Ask, what is this hardship teaching me? Instead of asking, when will I finally rest? Ask, how can I rest along the way? Life doesn't magically become easy. We become stronger, wiser, and more flexible. The hardship itself doesn't vanish. It transforms us. The movie The Pursuit of Happiness shows this perfectly. Chris Gardner, played by Will Smith, faced eviction, hunger, and homelessness with his son. The scene where he sleeps in a subway bathroom with his child is heartbreaking. But what's more powerful is his refusal to let despair define him. That's why the ending, when he finally gets the job, makes us cry. It's the victory of resilience. You may not realize it, but every time you choose to get up despite exhaustion, you're already proving strength. Strength is not only in achievements, but in silent persistence. Think of the single parent working double shifts, the student studying late at night after a full-time job, the migrant worker sending money home. None of them make headlines, but each of them is carrying invisible heroism. And maybe that's you. If no one has told you today, let me say it. You are stronger than you think. So, how do we live better while being tired? Let me share you 5 practical ways to lighten the load. 1. Redefine success. Don't measure your life only by money, titles, or others' opinions. Sometimes success is just surviving another difficult day with dignity. 2. Find microjoys. A cup of tea, a walk at sunset, listening to your favorite song. These small joys accumulate into quiet strength. 3. Set boundaries. Saying no is not selfish, it's self-respect. Don't burn out trying to meet everyone's expectations. 4. Share your burden. Talk to a friend, mentor, or therapist. Even ancient warriors never fought alone. They always had comrades. 5. Remember the long view. Life is not a sprint, but a marathon. What feels unbearable today may look different 5 years later. There's an old saying, rivers carve canyons not by force, but by persistence. Maybe life has been carving at you, wearing you down. But what if this very carving is shaping you into something greater? So tonight, if you feel like you can't carry it all, put some of it down. Rest. Breathe. The world will not end if you take a break. And when you rise again, you'll rise not as a machine, but as a human, resilient, imperfect, but deeply alive. To everyone living with effort, carrying invisible weights, and still choosing to move forward, you are not weak for being tired. You are human for being tired and courageous for continuing anyway. Life may not always reward you quickly, but one day, when you look back, you will realize the tired version of you today was the strongest seed of who you became tomorrow. So if nobody has told you this recently, thank you for enduring. Thank you for fighting. And above all, thank you for not giving up. Being tired might not be a sign of failure. It might be the proof that you're exactly on the path meant for you. Want to know why? Stay with me. Because the answer lies not in strength, but in how you carry your exhaustion with meaning. Don't forget to subscribe our channel, like and share the video. May you soon discover your true direction in life.